able to tune in. I appreciate it. And let's get to the next topic. I want to talk about Algorand Governance 9. Now, I've given my concerns about governance in the past. I think it's a lot of work for the gain that you get. I think it's a big pain in the butt. I don't believe, unless you have an enormously large amount of Algorand, there's just not much benefit to it, in my opinion. You don't really get a lot of say in the ecosystem. And I just haven't found the questions very compelling either. But there are a number of platforms that offer more passive ways to earn that. And the one I decided to check out is Messina One. So let us take a look at that. Very specifically, I chose to stake 100 algo into their liquid staking. Now, they're saying the reward fee right now is going to be about 10%. Yeah, let's see what they say about that. Oh, that's their fee. I'm sorry. So 10% of the rewards they collect, they will take that. So what happens is you put your algo in, they give you M-algo, and you're supposed to be able to go do stuff with that. I haven't found any good pools for M-algo yet, but this is what they're projecting, a 41.42%. So they've so far got over 1.7 million algo staked with ML circulating. Now, let's just see what the benefits are here. Messina liquid staking benefits: interest-bearing asset, stake as little as 10 algos and receive M-algo liquid staking token, which accrues Algorand governance rewards over time while using an increasing exchange rate. So I think I like the way that works. That's really cool. Unstake M-algo at any time without waiting for the governance period to end, and receive algo at the prevailing exchange rate to the algo liquid governance pool. I think that's really cool. Convenience: locked algos are automatically restaked every governance period, so users don't have to periodically burn and restake. I like that. So you could just leave them. You could just leave them in there. Utility in DeFi: put your M-algos tokens to work across DeFi to compound your Algorand governance rewards and earn more yield. And I wish they put, unless I'm missing it, maybe I'll find it today but I didn't see. I wish they put a list of like, hey, here's all the places that are taking M-algo. I couldn't find any. Not in the usual ones that I use anyway. Non-custodial open source smart contracts ensure funds are never in the custody of Messina or any other party, Messina One or any other party, ensuring decentralized ecosystem that keeps your algo safe. By the way, you guys like collective algo or singular algo? I think algo is a collective singular in my opinion, but that's just me. Holders of M-algo will be able to vote in Algorand Governance. A snapshot will be taken quarterly to determine eligible voters who are able to vote via the Messina website. Here's like a how does it work. I just want to see if there's anything. I'm trying to find something that will minimum, maximum. Here, what about voting? So that was my question. Well, holders of M-algo will be able to vote in Algorand Governance. A snapshot will be taken quarterly to determine eligible voters who will be able to vote via the Messina website. Features estimated to launch in December 2023. Any votes that occur before the launch of this Algorand Governance voting feature will be delegated to the Messina One executive management team. So basically, they'll open it up so you'll be able to vote, but you won't lose your governance for not voting. You'll just default to them. So that, you could see that as potentially a bad thing. You could see that as being, you're giving up this power to Messina and you're not taking it for yourself. But honestly, I think it's better to simply have, I'd rather have that, the default that they vote, and if I lose it, if I don't vote, I don't lose it. I still get my rewards, I just don't vote. And I'm not that big a fan of voting on governance anyway, so I'm totally okay with it. But if you're not, that's something to keep in mind. Now, what about unstaking? You can do it any time. Just be aware that if unstaking occurs before governance rewards are released, the user unstaking will miss out on that yield. So you do have to leave it in there. And, usually 7 days. Yeah, that's accurate. It's usually about 7 days after the period ends. Now, they're going to take a 10% fee, and that comes from the rewards, not from any algo that you stake. Is the APR value displayed correct? The APR is shown estimated based on the Algorand Governance reward pool divided by the number of eligible governors and the amount of algo staked. The estimation is updated periodically as governors may become ineligible. In practice, the rewards can be higher as governors become ineligible right up until the distribution of governance rewards. And that's true. The biggest one, that's kind of what I guessed, like the biggest dip always comes after voting because a number of people just don't vote and they lose access to governance. So that's typically how that works. You will see that probably this time too. I think you're going to see that less and less as more people join platforms like Folks Finance or Messina One. I'm trying out, I just put 100 algo in just to try it out. I just want to see how it works and if it's any good or not, and we will see. Let's see here. Giovanni. By the way, one more thing I found, there may be a difference. By the way, one more thing I found, there may actually be a difference between Folks Finance and Messina One. There's actually similar options on Folks Finance. They've been around for a while, and it looks like they may actually have better rewards. This is from D13, says not sure if anyone needs this as it's fairly late, but M-Algo versus G-Algo projected APRs are about 1.76% apart or 0.44% per period. So not a huge difference, but definitely a difference. Messina M-Algo takes a slightly bigger cut. A theoretical 1,000 algo would have yielded 41.28 algo via Messina versus 45.69 via Folks. So something to keep in mind, there is a slight difference there. I'm still committed to Messina One because that is what I entered. That's what I will be doing. But something to keep in mind if you haven't signed up yet, and you still have some time to sign up if you're watching this right when I posted it. So keep that in mind. That is all. Thanks for watching, and leave a comment.